this meeting to order, the June 17th, 2026 Building Standards Commission. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Texas flag. Texas flag. Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible. Okay, we need to consider the approval of the minutes that, of the Building Standards Commission. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, I left that off. I was gonna do that next. Okay, we're gonna have the oath of office for the newly appointed commissioners. If you will, stand up.
I state your name.
I, Brandon White,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
or affirm that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
execute the duties
execute the duties
of the office of
of the office of
the Building Standards Commission
the Building Standards Commission
of the State of Texas
of the State of Texas
and will do to the best
and will do to the best
of my ability
of my abilities
preserve,
protect,
and defend the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws
and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state,
and of the state.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Well, welcome, y'all. Can you tell us your names before you sit down?
Brandon Rao.
Okay, Brandon,
Michael Payne.
Michael.
John Mosley Jr.
Okay, glad to have you. Okay, now, we're gonna consider the approval of the minutes, from the Building Standards Commission meeting that was held on February 23rd. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. We're going to a public hearing now. We're gonna, if you look at the agenda, we're gonna go to C, which is consider action regarding code enforcement case CS 26-0003 to declare a substandard structure on the property located at 504 Sweet Gum Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, according to the Code of Ordinances of the City of Nacogdoches, Texas, Chapter 14, Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 8, Minimum Urban Standards Code, Division 4, Unsafe Structures. Angela, you want to?
Good afternoon, Angela Sowell, City of Nacogdoches Code Enforcement Supervisor. The structure located at 504 Sweet Gum Street has posed a nuisance to the neighborhood. The structure, I'll give y'all time to find it, okay.
Thank you.
Page 15, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The structure is unsecured, the windows are broken out. It was originally posted in 2019. We had a grandson of the property owner to move back into the structure, and he stayed there a few years. He pulled a permit to repair while he was living there. Since then, he left, or something happened, but anyway, he never finished what he started. Right now, the structure is unsecured. It's open to the elements, and it's abandoned. Staff recommends the commission declare the structure located at 504 Sweet Gum Street to be substandard and order its demolition.
Okay. Any questions for Angela? Okay.
property was most recently reposted in February of 2026.
Yes, we reposted, sent notices to the property owner, posted on the structure, sent notice of the hearing, posted it on the structure, and it also ran in the Daily Sentinel newspaper.
And you haven't heard from the,
Have not heard from them. The notices will return unclaimed.
okay.
How long did the grandson, or how long ago were you aware that he was last there?
He lived there for a couple of years, and you know, I kind of took it off the radar at that time after he was living there and doing a little work, keeping the yard cleaned up. So probably a year ago, I noticed that no activity had been going on there. So
Thank you.
yes.
Okay. Is there anybody else that, any questions for Angela? Okay, is there anyone here to speak on behalf of this property? Okay. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion that we order the demolition.
But before the motion, can you open public hearing and
Well, I
propose
said
any
we're-
public comment and then close it if no one comes up?
Okay, well, I said we're having
We'll do
a
that for
public
each
meeting.
one,
Okay,
yeah.
for each one, okay.
We'll do
I
that for
did
each
that.
one. Formally open it and then formally close it.
Okay. We'll have a open one and now we'll close it. Okay. Do I have a motion for this property?
Yeah, I'd like to make
Go ahead. Well, we do this, it is part of our record so that you claim the public hearing open, ask for comments. If no one comes up, then you can close it and then we move on with our motion and comments.
Okay, because,
Yes, ma'am.
all right, because I opened it, but you want comments beforehand.
So typically we'll do presentation by staff, presentation if available by the property owner,
Okay,
and then open the public hearing for other comments, and
okay,
then close the public hearing, and then entertain a motion, and then comments by the commission.
okay.
You would like for her to do that now for the record? Is that what you're asking?
We'll accept her statements of open and close. We know there's no public comments for this one, and there may not be for others, but we'll go ahead and go through those.
Okay. Considering that, I would make a motion that we order the demolition of the property located 504 Sweet Gum Street in accordance with city staff recommendation.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, and it's passed. Okay, public hearing, consider action regarding code enforcement case CS 26005 to declare a substandard structure on the property located at 801 Sweet Gum Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, according to the Code of Ordinances, the City of Nacogdoches, Texas, Chapter 14, Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 8, Minimum Urban Standards Code, Division 4, Unsafe Structure. So we have a public hearing.
We'll do a presentation from staff, and
Okay,
then
and then the
property
public
owner,
hearing.
and then we'll open the public hearing.
Okay,
We'll keep you up to
thank
date.
you.
The structure is determined by the city to be a nuisance. It has a hole in the roof. The structure is located at 801 Sweet Gum Street. There's been no contact from the owners. It was deemed unsafe January 5th, 2026. Notice was mailed to the owner and placed on the structure. In February, at the end of February, staff made a re-inspection. There had been no changes to the property. Property is unsecured, dilapidated, has a hole in the roof. And the notices were returned unclaimed. Staff recommends the commission declare the structure located at 801 Sweet Gum Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, to be substandard and to order its demolition.
Okay, do we have questions for Angela? Anybody have any questions for Angela?
I have a comment. thank you, Ms. Soul, for these case details that you're including. That's awesome. As last time, or the times that we've done it before, I remember we just had to ask you everything, and that was probably tiresome for you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
No, she
Thank you.
does great records, I will say, how many times she contacts somebody. All right, we'll have a public hearing for anyone that would like to speak on this property.
We can do that. We'll also ask, after you close the public hearing, we'll ask the property owner to come up if they're here.
Okay. Anybody speak on the behalf of the property? Okay, then we'll close the public hearing. All right. Do I have a recommendation from the commission?
I make a motion to demolish the structure at 801 Sweet Gum in accordance to the recommendations by the city staff.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. We have E, consider action regarding code enforcement case CS 26-0006 to declare a substandard structure on the property located at 512 First Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, more particularly described by Nacogdoches Central Appraisal District, partial 27837, according to the Code of Ordinances of the City of Nacogdoches, Texas, Chapter 14, Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 8, Minimum Urban Standards Code, Division 4, Unsafe Structures. Angela?
Thank you. The residential structure located at 512 First Street has been identified as a nuisance to the neighborhood. The structure is highly dilapidated. Pictures are on page, okay.
39.
Thanks. Yeah, 39. The structure, the siding has rotted on the building. It's just a dilapidated building. The owner did contact us in March that she was going to pull a permit, Ms. Shirley Gray, to demolish the structure herself. On to this morning, Ms. Gray came into the office to pull a permit for the structure, to demolish the structure. I informed her that she knew about the meeting because we had posted it, had sent her notices. I advised her that I would still present this to the board, and whichever decision that, whatever decision that you guys would make, we would follow through with it. She plans to demolish it, but city staff recommends demolition of 512 First Street.
Okay, any questions for Angela? I guess I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So if she says she will do it, can we give her a certain amount of time to get it done? And if she doesn't, then the city can take over?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Okay,
Ms. Sal, I asked, if the homeowner does not demolish the structure and the city here has to demolish it, what does that process look like? And
We would have to post the structure for go through the bidding process. We'd wait 10 days to make sure that there was no one that wanted to file with the city secretary. We then start the bidding process and take bids, and then
the city of Nacogdoches would pay to demolish the structure.
Yes, sir.
And then does the city of Nacogdoches take over that property?
The city will file a lien on the property. The lien will stay there until the city is paid back
Okay.
for the amount that was for the demolition.
Okay. Thank you.
okay. Any other questions? Okay, we'll have a public hearing on, is there anyone here that would like to make a comment or speak on the behalf?
Gray, Miss Gray, okay. I think Miss Gray just arrived.
Oh, she just arrived?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Gray, would you like to speak on behalf of this property? Your timing was perfect. Just introduce yourself and then you can
My name
speak.
is Shirley Gray. I have some property at 512 First Street, and it is getting ready to be tore down. I did file a permit. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here to answer on it.
Okay, so you're planning on,
Yes, I have filed a permit this morning.
okay,
How long do you think it'll take you to demolish the structure?
Well, hopefully within about a couple of months, maybe something like that. I've already talked to some contractors or myself to try to get it safely taken down. So I just need a little time. I'm working and I need some time in frame of that. I know you all have been very kind to give me some time, but with the pricing, it's being kind of up and down. So I'm trying to see how that works.
okay. So if we put a timetable on it, you could probably live with
Yes,
that?
yes.
Okay, all right, any questions for Ms. Gray?
Is that 60 days you think is enough?
Yeah, that would be more than enough, yes.
Okay, all right, any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
City of Nacogdoches staff requests that we give Ms. Gray 60 days to demolish the structure. If not, then in turn, the city would demolish it.
okay, all right,
And for the commission, the order would stay the same. It'd be order for demolition. You would just provide that 60 days
right,
so that the property owner could execute that herself.
okay. All right, we'll close this meeting. Do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that, in accordance with city staff recommendation, that we order the demolition at the property at 512 First Street, with the exception that we allow the property owner 60 days to perform the demolition themselves, at which time the city would then be authorized to order the demolition if it was not complete after 60 days.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. I just want to make sure that she understands what's happening after the 60 days if she doesn't have.
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you so much for coming. Mhm. Yeah, perfect timing,
I
perfect
mean,
timing. Okay, we have, consider action regarding code enforcement case CS 26-0009 to declare a substandard structure on the property located at 2215 Elizabeth Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, according to the Code of Ordinances of the City of Nacogdoches, Texas, Chapter 14, Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 8, Minimum Urban Standards Code, Division 4, Unsafe Structures. Angela?
the structure located at 2215 Elizabeth Street
Okay.
is in disrepair, is dilapidated, abandoned, unsecured, and a nuisance to the neighborhood.
And what page is that on, just to make sure?
Start on page 43, the
Okay.
pictures are on page 47. The structure was originally posted in January of 2026. The notices were mailed to the property owner, returned unclaimed. In February of 2026, a reinspection was made. There was no change to the property. A hearing notice was mailed in April, or I'm sorry, in May. We mailed the hearing notice to the owners. On today, a granddaughter of one of the heirs called me this morning. She said their plans were to have the structure demolished themselves, but she couldn't. She lives in Houston. She couldn't be here for the meeting. I told her that I would go ahead and leave it on the agenda, and whatever decision that the board made is what we would have to live with.
Well, since you had a conversation with her, do you feel like that she will come through with that, or?
Honestly, I don't. My honest opinion, I don't. The
Okay.
structure has been in this shape for quite some time. One of the neighbors came in to file a complaint about it, being across the street from him. So,
Okay,
I haven't been to the structure, Ms. Sal, but from the photographs, this looks 10 times worse than any of the other structures that we've looked at. It looks very, very unsafe.
it's in pretty bad shape.
yeah, when I drove by, I thought, I agree. Any other questions?
The city staff recommends demolition of 2215 Elizabeth Street.
Okay. We'll open a public hearing. Is there anybody that would like to speak on behalf of this property? On 2215 Elizabeth Street? Okay. All right, we'll close. And do I have a motion on what to do?
Make a motion for demolition of this property at 2215 Elizabeth Street based on city staff recommendation.
A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we approve the demolition. Okay, G, consider action regarding code enforcement case CS 26-0012 to declare a substandard structure on the property located at 215 East Galen Brook Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, according to the Code of Ordinance of the City of Nacogdoches, Texas, Chapter 14, Buildings and Building Regulations, Article 8, Minimum Urban Standards Code, Division 4, Unsafe Structures. Angela,
Page 53
thank you.
for 5G. This structure is dilapidated, unsecured, abandoned. It appears to be harboring vagrants. City staff posted the structure in January of this year. February, we made a re-inspection, and there had been no change. In March, the property owner contacted the permits department about pulling a permit, and they did pull a permit for repair. We made another re-inspection in April, and it actually looks a little bit worse than it did to start with. And there's apparently someone in it. It's unsecured. Windows are broken out. They've got trash all in the yard. Someone has trash all in the yard. The structural portion of the house is dilapidated. It's like it's gonna fall. I think they did take that part of it off, but nothing else has been done to the property.
Okay. Any questions for the city staff, Angela?
I'm looking at the pictures on page 59. Is that that's both from the street view?
Yes, sir.
So that shows where they've removed
The
porch,
porch area,
the
yes.
screened-in porch. I guess that was done after the,
That was done
remodel permit.
after the permit, and that was it.
And you'll notice our notice had to be reposted in the yard for that reason.
Yes.
It was posted on the outside of that enclosure, and once they removed that, we had to repost that notice.
It looks as if the roof is semi-new. Did they do that after they pulled the original
No,
permit?
that was done, some years ago, a couple of
Okay.
years ago. And,
In that back corner, in that back corner, that load-bearing corner,
it's,
that's completely,
mhm.
yeah, I'd say that's unsafe.
The building official Don went over and, we looked at it together and it's, he agreed to the same thing, that structure's very unsafe at this point.
And you said
Brandon,
someone
you-
was living in it?
I'm sorry. It appears that someone is living in there. There's clothes in the windows, hanging in the windows. It appears that someone's going in and out of there.
If you'll look at that last photo on 59,
Yeah.
trash that's accumulating on the porch. It's not,
Mhm.
hasn't been there forever. So there may be folks going in and out. We just look for signs like that to make that determination.
Right.
Well, I just wanted to clarify, Brandon, on page 59, those two photos are the same. So that front corner that you were talking about, that's falling apart, that's no longer there. It has been demoed and has been replaced with these
Yeah.
structural,
No, that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's got-
No.
looks like galvanized post or something has replaced it.
Interesting.
Interesting that they would put those in there.
Yeah, and
Looks
we
like they
had-
started something,
Yeah,
but they
they
never finished it.
started but never finished, apparently. I don't think they've contacted permits again, so.
Okay.
And they have not contacted my office, so.
Okay.
Do we know what the date of the photos were? Like the top photo on page 59, do we happen to
The
know?
one on page 59, I think I took that off. I think we took that the day we posted it, so we're gonna say about January of this year. Is
Everything but the last photo was done in that January timeframe.
yes, everything was posted in the photos were taken in January. And I apologize, I think I took these off of a different, iPad than mine, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
one benefit to some of these photos that you'll see is there's watermarks showing the date and location, but they're generated automatically via a GIS point. So the addresses may not always match. You might see some mismarkings on the address because it's automatically generated from the photo. And we try to do that to make sure that we're being transparent about when these photos are taken. We'll also mark that if that's not included, like in this case, we're trying to state that outside the photo, but many of the ones that you take have that watermark in them.
They do, they have the date and time stamp on them.
And when was the last time that you talked to the applicant or the owner?
I believe it was was it March, Don, I believe it was in March.
I think it's right here.
No, I don't have the number on here,
I was trying to see when the permit was,
I believe.
it says the permit was pulled 2/26.
3/3 of
3/3.
26.
3/3/26, March the 3rd of
Pulled a
26.
permit for remodel.
The only time I spoke with
Right, yeah.
But they hadn't been back or done anything since then. Okay. All right, any other questions for Angela? Or for the staff?
I just have one question. Not specifically related to the property, but what is the required minimum time of notice for the public
Can
hearing?
you, hey Michael,
Yeah,
can you just go ahead and come up and,
Yeah, absolutely.
I know you're an alternate member, you can certainly submit public comment, but give your name and address.
Yes, Michael Payne, 200 Nottingham Drive, here in Neck. I was just curious as to what the minimum amount of time for the public hearing notice mails to these folks are. Like, how long do we have to give them notice? Do we have a number for that? Or is it just
We normally give them 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Okay.
Get the notices mailed to them, we have it posted in the newspaper. The hearing was posted in the newspaper on June the seventh,
Was it?
And that's a certified, I mean,
we sent a certified
Yeah.
notice and a regular notice.
Angie can,
right,
Jerry Baker, City Attorney, just to clarify, per the ordinance, we have to give at least 10 days' notice before the hearing date.
right. Yeah, I just want to clarify that they understand it's a certified.
right, and to give context, Angela wasn't on the mic at that point, but the property owners do receive certified letters, meaning that we obtain signature of receipt
Right,
when letters are mailed to them, notifying them not only of the meetings, but of the violations as well.
okay,
And we posted on the structure, so, you know, at the same time, we mail it, we post it on the structure.
okay. Any other questions?
So we have not received communication from the homeowner as to whether or not they're finished with a remodel.
No,
We don't know if they think they're done or if they think they're doing more.
no, we have not heard from them. They have not called for any, inspections or anything, so. And they're out of Houston, if I'm not mistaken. It's a company out of Houston.
And you said March 3rd was the last time that a communication went out, or that you spoke with them?
That I actually spoke with
Okay.
Don Schumacher, building official. The day of the permit was issued was the last time that my office has personally spoke with anybody from dealing with that address.
Okay, and they didn't give you any
Right.
idea as to what the extent of what they're going to do is?
Well, they did.
They did?
And it was pretty much a full remodel, a renovation of the entire property is what
Okay.
the lady that came to the window had said, and, you know, we had the conversation, you've got a pretty big step ahead of you, and she acknowledged it, said that's what they were gonna do, was do a full-blown remodel, and
Okay.
the only action I've seen is they've taken that front porch off and put the two galvanized poles up kind of to hold the roof up, and that looks like all the action that has taken place since they pulled the permit.
Yeah, because that was my only apprehension about this is, like a fellow commissioner said, that it looks kind of like a brand new roof. I mean, or, you know, within the
Right.
past few years,
Mhm.
that's not cheap. So for them to do that and then, but if they're not replying, then, you know, what are you gonna do?
And the roof, like Ms. Sal said, the roof has been there for a few years prior to this owner.
Prior to this?
Yeah.
So it's a different owner? Is that
Yes,
what you're
that's,
saying?
talking with the lady that pulled the permit, she acted like she had just purchased the house.
Oh,
Okay, and she lives in Houston?
Yes.
Okay, and she didn't give you any indication how long that remodel would be?
No, the indication was that they were gonna start almost immediately and it would just continue. And I'll say this, with a building permit, the renovation permit, they're good for 180 days. So in 180 days, which is 6 months,
Okay,
so 6 months from that March 3rd date, that permit's gonna be void if they've not made substantial progress.
And typically our notice is via certified letter. We look for that opportunity to communicate with the property owner about any progress they intend to make, any plan they intend to make to resolve the issue. If there is no communication, we just assume move forward. Now, those letters were certified. We did verify receipt of those letters. Something the commission could consider is to continue with the order, but allow for the permit to expire before the city moves forward. That could be an option.
that was my question, because I meant it'd be till September or whatever, there's
Is it September, right? 6 months, yeah.
6 months,
September 3, whatever that date was.
right, right. Okay, any other questions for the staff?
What did, Ms. Sal, did you say the neighbor called in about this?
Not on this one,
Not
no,
this
sir.
one?
Mm-mm. This is just, as we're doing our routine inspection,
Okay.
drive-bys every day, looking for code violations, that we ran across this one.
Okay. All right, we'll open a public hearing. Is there anyone that'd like to speak on behalf of this property? We'll close it. I'd like to make a motion that we wait to the September 3rd date, and if nothing has transpired or any type of work has been gone forward, that we go ahead and I guess I can make a motion, can't I? Making sure that we go ahead and demolish the property after that
Well,
date.
You know, it's not that they haven't received proper notice, and there's been no response. I would have thought that if they were continuing on with this renovation, there would be somebody here present today to tell us one way or the other, or would have responded to the letter, the certified letter that was sent to them.
And
I
that
agree.
communication with, you saw two of the public hearing items were withdrawn. We did receive communication from the property owner on one about making progress, which prompted us to withdraw. So, I mean, we send these notices out. We do feel like we need to take action and move forward as we need to, but if there's engagement and we feel like there's progress, we
Yeah.
try to make those decisions so it doesn't come before the commission,
But
Right.
it doesn't seem to be in this case.
in this case.
If the city's issued a permit that's active for 180 days, I feel like we're obligated to
I do too.
honor that.
I do too.
And after that permit expires in 180 days, would it be required to have another public hearing?
Not if the
No,
order
or-
is already.
Okay.
Yeah, not if we
Okay.
said
Order
that we're going
lost.
ahead.
But the
and
order
demolish.
can, as you made a motion to that effect, the order can account for those additional days.
Right.
I'll second your motion.
Keith, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right. I do want to thank the staff for being so thorough with your listing everything in here on, when I read through it this week, your actions that you've taken. I think that's really good.
Thank you.
All right, is there any other business that the commissioners have?
We have one more.
We got one more,
One more.
1607 Durst.
Durst Street.
Oh,
5H.
I'm sorry.
Page 62.
H. So, consider action regarding code enforcement case CS 260014 to declare a substandard structure on the property located at 1607 Durst Street, Nacogdoches, Texas, according to the Code of Ordinance of the City of Nacogdoches, Texas, Chapter 14, Building and Building Regulations, Article 8, Minimum Urban Standards Code, Division 4, Unsafe Structure. And that's on page
Page 62.
Two.
Start on page 62.
Okay, Angela?
Structure located at 1607 Durst has been identified as a nuisance and unsafe to the neighborhood. The structure remains open to the weather elements by having a hole in the roof. Structure was deemed unsafe on February 11th, 2026. Notice was mailed to the owner and posted on the structure. Certified card was returned, signed. Reinspection was made April the 1st with no changes made to the property. Building standards hearing notice was mailed May the 19th. And we still have not heard from the owner, or no one that's showing any interest to the property. City staff recommends and declare the structure located at 1607 Durst to be substandard and to order its demolition.
Okay, any questions for Angela? Okay, if there's no questions,
Public
I have a
hearing.
public hearing. Getting there. Public hearing. Is there anyone that'd like to speak on the behalf of this property? Okay, if not, we'll close the meeting. Do I have a motion from the commissioners?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that the commission accept the staff recommendations to declare the structure located at 1607 Durst Street to be substandard and order its demolition.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, all approved. Okay. All right, is there anything else that I am missing?
No further business.
Okay, this meeting is going to be over at 4:42 PM.